My name is Deanna Reinhardt. As a parent, there is nothing more important to me than my children. From the moment they came into this world, they became my whole world. I'm sure you feel the same way about yours. We can see the limitless possibilities within them. We are their biggest fans and their loudest cheerleaders. There's absolutely nothing we wouldn't do for them. And yet, for all of our efforts to protect our children and prepare them for life, we face a common enemy that also fights for their destiny. It's called peer pressure. Peer pressure and its associated critical youth issues fuel the top 3 leading causes of death among our youth, with accidents, homicide, and suicide. It's even crazier to think that suicide is now the number 4 killer of our children. Between the ages of only 10 and 14, it's hard to fathom. Did you realize that 1 out of 4 youth will seriously contemplate suicide, and nearly 2 million will attempt it each year? To help you wrap your heads around the magnitude of these numbers, that's the same as if every single school-aged child in the states of Washington, Oregon, and Idaho attempted to take their lives each and every year. It's absolutely staggering, and yet most of us are completely unaware of this crisis. These aren't faceless statistics. These are our children. He's the quarterback on the football team whose dad sits 3 rows behind us. She's the straight-A student whose mom works at the local grocery store down the street. And as terrifying as it is to consider, your child and mine may be peer pressure's next target. I want you to stop and ask yourself a question. Is your child emotionally safe? Most parents think so, but parents of victims will usually tell you that they never saw it coming. How many children will be pushed to the brink of hopelessness? How many will be beat up by peer pressure before we step into the rink and fight for them? This is a national crisis that needs every one of us to take action, starting in our own homes with our own children. So what can we do against a silent killer that comes with no warning? I'm the creator of the Championeers IQ-EQ Leadership Education System. Over the past 30 years, I've been working with thousands of students for this very purpose. You see, I experienced this firsthand when my high school had a suicide epidemic. I knew these kids. These were my childhood friends. We played tag at recess and ate lunch together. They weren't statistics to me, nor to their families. They and all the others who have suffered in silence are the reason why I'm determined to find answers. Just this last week, I was visiting with a grandmother who was quite concerned over the future of her children as well as her grandchildren. She expressed her concern for their financial futures, their relationships, and their families, but mostly for attitudes and behaviors that seemed out of control. I smiled, and with all the confidence in the world, I told her, everything is redeemable. She shrugged it off and said, I just don't see any hope for America. What could possibly turn this all around? I was still smiling because I knew exactly how she felt. We all wonder. But I also knew something that she didn't. I knew that we were within weeks of launching a curriculum that could bring real answers. You can imagine how my confidence humored her. Oh, and what would that be? She asked. We're launching a curriculum that helps peer pressure proof our children. And how do you do that? She responded. We teach children to sing. You could tell this was puzzling her. We returned to our busy work, but not even a minute passed when she asked, just teaching kids to sing, huh? Any old song? I laughed and said, oh no, these songs took 30 years of research and development to create. She said, that's crazy. And it really works? It really does.